I've gathered all the information I need. Now what I've done is I've gone through and I've pulled some products that I think will be perfect for Sonia. We put enough information out there that we get a lot of clients that come in that have done all the research, and they come in and they're like, I want this brand. I want this because it's right for me. And I'm definitely going to pull the strand by strand so we can talk about that. But the thing is, to me, a good consultation means that I'm going to pull a variety of products. I'm really listening to Sonia. I understand her needs. Sonia mentioned that she's active. Well, maybe she didn't mention she was active, but I'm going to pretend that since we're doing a role-playing thing. She says, I do yoga. I do it 3 times a day. I'm a busy girl, but I always want to look beautiful. I want to look beautiful at night. So what I'm going to say is like, well, maybe permanent won't be good for you. I'm afraid that potentially the strand by strand may work against you and not for you. So I've already went ahead and pulled an easy volume, which Sonia says she wants some length and she wants some volume. This is an amazing clip-in piece that would be perfect for her, and she could leave today with extensions, but maybe not permanent extensions. I'm going to have that dialogue with her. We're going to talk about the pros and cons. I'm still going to continue with showing her the other systems. She mentioned that she wanted strand by strand, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with the one that she liked the most. And I feel that with Sonia's density and with her lifestyle and the things that we discussed, I'm okay with showing her this. So this is what you want to show me, Vanna. This is a system volume by Balmain, and this is going to give Sonia length and volume, which is what we discussed earlier. I'm going to go through the pros and cons. I'm going to probably take this out. I'm going to let her feel the hair. I'm going to go over everything she needs to know about system volume. So when she leaves, she's going to have all the information about this product if she chooses it. Second on my list, I know that Sonia said that she had mentioned that she'd worn the tape in, but we're going to pretend like that's not the case. So I'm going to show her the Easy Hair Pro Easy Links. I'm going to pull the panels out. I'm going to show her the tape. I'm going to let her feel the hair. I'm going to put this up. I'm going to say, this is what it's going to feel like in your hair. So she gets that idea. I'm also going to tell her about the pros and cons to this system so she understands what she may need to adjust for her lifestyle. Last, I have on the list here, another one of my personal faves, is clicks. And with Sonia's hair type and hair density, it's a little bit thicker, a little bit fuller. Clicks is amazing. It's super fast, super affordable, and definitely a fit for someone just like Sonia. Now that I've gone through and I've shown her all of these systems, we're going to dialogue. I'm going to say, Sonia, what do you think about this?
I think it's great. It's a little overwhelming because there's so many. But as a hairstylist, I understand that. So I'm glad that you're showing me all of my options.
Do you have any questions about any specific, or would you like me to revisit any information here?
What's a System 5? I know you said it was a strand by strand, but why 5?
I'm sorry, I meant system volume. Did I say system 5? I probably did. If not, but that's the thing. This is a real thing. Like, I want people to have real life scenarios. So if you don't understand, it's okay to ask. Like, if you don't know what system 5 is, well, then we need to talk and make sure that you know that it's system volume. But this happens. This is a real thing that people experience when they come into the salon. So we like to keep it real. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If you don't ask questions, then I'm not going to know. Now we're going to put our thinking cap on, and we're going to go through the pros and cons, and we're going to start narrowing this stuff down. That way Sonia has seen everything, but ultimately it's my responsibility as the expert to make sure that Sonia is getting the best choice. As much as Sonia wants system volume, maybe, in my mind, I'm concerned that maybe that might not be the best thing for her. We might look at another type of strand by strand that might be a better fit for her. I have that knowledge, and I'm going to use that with Sonia. This is one of my favorite parts of the hair extension consultation. This is where we get to choose the color that Sonia is going to be getting. Now, a lot of times when people see colors on a color ring, their first reaction is, that's not my color. I will tell you, I get this reaction more often than not. And Sonia, what are your thoughts on that? Do you have clients that go, that's not my color?
Or they question it because it's such a multi-dimensional color. They kind of freak out a little bit. They're like, no, wait a second. But eventually, after you hold it up and you kind of show them and you look in different lights, they're like, okay, that's it. I get it. I understand.
Just know that when you do this, a lot of times your color is going to look very different to you when it's off of your head than when it's mixed in. We have a policy at my salon, at the Beauty Box, that I'll let my client choose the color. That is totally up to you because I want you to be happy. However, if you choose that color, then I'm not going to guarantee it. You're going to have to buy more hair. Now, here's the thing. If I choose the color and it's not right, you know what? I'm going to buy you new hair. I'm going to make it right. It has to be perfect or it's not going to work. What I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to bring Sonia up. We're going to walk up to the front desk. She's excited. I'm excited. So the next thing that's going to happen at the front desk is she's going to be asked for a deposit. This is pretty normal and average for most salons to require a deposit on the extensions. So don't be surprised when that happens. Then we're going to make that appointment, and it should take within a week. Normally, it takes a couple days for hair to get in. I would recommend putting a little bit of patience. A lot of times when you do overnight situations, problems may arise. So keep it simple, and I plan on like within the next 2 to 3 days. Would you agree?
I would definitely agree with, especially being patient with shipping and things like that. Normally, UPS, the delivery guy, does really well, but sometimes it's off from your appointment, especially the overnight shipment, like you said.
And there's nothing like arriving for your hair extension appointment and not having hair. I'm going to end on 4 key things that you need to know when you get your hair extension consultation. Number 1, be honest. Tell the truth. It's okay. The more I know about you, the better I can provide you with the most awesome hair extension service. And that means chemicals. If you've colored your hair, if you've been blonde, if you've done anything, just let me know, because the more I know, the better I can help you out. Number 2, be realistic. If you've got 2 inches of hair on your head, you're probably not going to get extensions. You really need to have at least chin length is a good place to start. There are exceptions to the rule. That's why we're going to go through on the consultation, but just be realistic. Number 3, ask questions. Ask lots of questions. There's no dumb questions. There's only questions that don't get asked. Clients who are very successful with extensions know everything they need to know in order to take care of them. So if you don't know, you just need to ask. And last but not least, you want to commit to the hair care regimen that your stylist recommends for you. This is very important. Hair extensions need a lot of different things in your own natural hair. If you don't commit to a hair care regimen, then you may be compromising the integrity of your extensions. Let's face it, you spent all this money on the extensions. The last thing you want to happen is for the extensions not to look like your own hair. I hope this information has been useful, because this is what you're going to experience when you come into a good salon to get a hair extension consultation. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below, because here at Hair Extension Geek, we're always here for you.